Welcome back to Casual English Talk. I'm Alex.
And I'm Zoya. Today, we are talking about a topic that is very close to real life: your goals and dreams.
Everyone has dreams. Some are big, some are small, but they all matter.
And when you learn how to talk about your goals in simple English, you feel more confident and more connected to yourself.
In this episode, we'll use clear A1, A2 English to help you express what you want in life.
We will talk about personal goals, work goals, language goals, and dreams for the future.
And we will break everything into easy steps so you can practice right away.
Let's begin this learning journey together. When we talk about goals and dreams, many learners feel unsure about how to express them in English. They know what they want inside, but they don't know how to say it. So maybe we should start with the simple idea of what a goal is. How do you explain it in easy English?
A goal is something you want to do in the future. It can be small or big. It can be about your life, your work, your health, or your learning. A goal gives you direction. It tells you where you want to go. For example, I want to learn English, or I want to get a good job, or I want to travel. These are all goals, and they all follow simple sentence patterns that beginners can use.
Many learners feel that talking about goals needs difficult grammar, but I think simple English is enough. When you say, I want to learn English, that is already a complete idea.
Yes, exactly. You don't need complex grammar to talk about your dreams. You only need simple structures like I want to, I hope to, I plan to, I would like to. These are clear and easy. For example, I want to speak English well, or I plan to study every day. I hope to work in another country, or I would like to start my own business. All of these sentences are simple, but they help you talk about your future very clearly.
Beginners often say, my English is not good yet, so I cannot talk about my dreams. But actually, talking about dreams is one of the easiest topics because the sentences are short.
Yes, and dreams are personal. When you talk about something personal, your words come naturally. You already know what you want. You only need the English structure to express it. The structure helps the idea come out. For example, if someone asks, "What is your dream?" you can say, "My dream is to travel," or "My dream is to be a teacher," or "My dream is to speak English with confidence."
I think one reason learners feel scared is because they compare themselves to others. They feel their English is not good enough to talk about big ideas.
That's very true. But big ideas do not need big sentences. You can say big things in simple language. For example, I want to help my family, or I want to be healthy, or I want to study more. These are simple sentences, but they are powerful because they speak about your future. English is not about fancy words. It's about expressing your meaning clearly.
Many learners also tell me they have goals for English itself. They want to speak, read, listen, and understand better, but they don't always know how to say those goals.
They can start with sentences like, I want to learn new words, or I want to speak more, or I want to listen without fear, or I want to read faster, or I want to practice every day. These are very simple, but they are honest statements about your learning journey.
Let's talk about long-term goals, too. For example, someone may dream of moving to another city, or starting a new career, or learning a skill. How can they express these dreams in simple English?
They can use the same patterns. For example, I want to move to a new city, or I want to find a better job, or I want to learn computer skills, or I want to open a small shop. These dreams may feel big, but the sentences are still easy. That is the beauty of English. Simple words can describe big hopes.
When we talk about dreams, we also talk about motivation. I think motivation is important for English learners too. How can they express motivation simply?
They can say, I want to improve myself, or I want to change my life, or I want to grow, or I want to try again. These sentences are simple, but very positive. They show a strong mindset.
Listening to simple English like this helps learners see that they do not need perfect grammar to express deep things. They only need clarity.
Yes, and talking about goals is a great practice because the sentences repeat the same structure. When you repeat a structure many times, it becomes easy. For example, if you say, I want to, 10 times a day, soon it becomes natural. And when something becomes natural, you speak without fear.
Let's also talk about short-term goals. These are the things you want to do soon, maybe this week or this month. How can learners talk about those?
They can say, I want to finish my homework, or I want to start reading a book, or I want to clean my room, or I want to learn 5 new words. Short-term goals help learners stay active, and these sentences help them practice easy English.
When we speak about our own goals, it also helps learners understand the pattern. For example, Alex, what is one small goal you have right now?
One small goal for me is I want to sleep earlier every night. It's simple, but important.
I also have a simple goal. I want to drink more water every day. These goals sound easy, but they matter.
This shows learners that goals do not need to be big or dramatic. They can be simple actions that make your life better. And simple goals are a great way to practice English because the sentences repeat the same structure.
Many learners also want to talk about dreams from childhood. That can be emotional and also fun to practice. How can they say it?
They can say, my dream was to be a doctor, or my dream was to be a pilot, or my dream was to be an artist, or my dream was to travel the world. These sentences use the past tense, but they are still easy.
Yes, and when learners practice these sentences, they also learn how to talk about time, past dreams, and future dreams.
Yes, and that is why this topic is perfect for beginners. It teaches you how to talk about yourself in many ways, your past, your present, and your future, using simple English. When we talk about goals for the future, it's also important to talk about the steps to reach those goals. Learners often feel confused because the goal looks big and they don't know how to start. But they can express these steps in very simple English. For example, if your dream is to speak English well, you can say, I want to practice every day, or I want to watch English videos, or I want to talk to people. These small steps make the big dream possible.
Many learners think they must reach their goal fast, but goals take time. And simple sentences help you understand that each small step is part of the bigger dream. For example, if someone wants to get a good job, they can say, I want to improve my skills, or I want to learn new things, or I want to study more. These are small but important steps.
Yes, and speaking about these steps makes your goal clearer. When you say something out loud in English, it becomes more real. You feel more connected to it, and that feeling gives motivation. For example, saying, I want to change my life may feel big, but saying, I want to learn one new thing today feels simple and possible.
I think this is why goals and dreams are strong topics for practicing English. They help learners talk about things that matter to them. When you talk about something meaningful, you learn faster because you care about the sentences you are saying.
That's right. Learning feels stronger when you talk about your own life. And the beautiful thing is that English for this topic is very simple. You only need a few structures. I want to, I plan to, I hope to, I would like to, my dream is to. With these structures, you can express many ideas.
Let's explore I plan to. Many learners don't use it, but it is very useful. How can they use it in beginner English?
I plan to means you have decided something for the future. For example, I plan to study tonight. I plan to start saving money. I plan to exercise more. I plan to practice English daily. These sentences are simple, but they show strong intention. Using this structure helps learners feel more organized about their goals.
And I hope to is softer. It shows something you want deeply, but maybe you are unsure. For example, I hope to travel someday. I hope to speak English clearly. I hope to meet new people. These are dreams, not fixed plans, but they still express hope.
Yes, and I would like to is polite and gentle. For example, I would like to learn guitar. I would like to try new things. I would like to read more. These sentences help learners talk about their dreams in a soft and friendly way.
Let's give learners a way to talk about goals for different areas of life. For example, personal goals. How can they express personal goals simply?
They can say, I want to be healthy. I want to sleep better. I want to improve my habits. I want to take care of myself. These are simple but important.
What about goals for work?
They can say, I want to learn new skills. I want to get a better job. I want to grow in my career. I want to do good work. All of these follow the same easy pattern.
And goals for relationships? Sometimes they want to express something soft or emotional in simple English.
They can use simple lines like, I want to be a good friend. I want to understand people. I want to spend more time with family. I want to communicate better. These are simple but meaningful.
We should also talk about language goals again, because most of our listeners have big dreams for English. How can they express language goals more clearly?
They can say, I want to speak without fear. I want to understand English movies. I want to learn new words every day. I want to think in English. I want to join conversations. All of these help learners talk about their English journey in simple ways.
Many learners also want to express long-term dreams, like traveling, studying abroad, or meeting new people. How can they say those dreams?
They can say, I want to visit many countries. I want to study abroad. I want to see new places. I want to meet different people. I want to explore the world. These dreams feel big, but the English is simple.
Let's also teach learners how to explain why they have a dream. Adding a reason helps make the sentence stronger.
Yes, they can add because after their sentence. For example, I want to speak English well because it helps my work. I want to travel because I love new cultures. I want to study more because I want to grow. I want to get a good job because I want a better life. Adding because helps them explain deeper meaning.
That's a very important skill, and it still uses simple words. Another idea is to talk about challenges. Learners often want to explain why something is hard for them.
Yes, they can say, I find it difficult because I have no time. I find it difficult because I feel shy. I find it difficult because I forget words. Then they can add a hopeful line like, but I want to try, or, but I want to improve, or, but I want to continue. This shows honesty and motivation in simple English.
This will connect with many listeners because everyone has challenges in learning.
Yes, and challenges make goals meaningful. When learners talk about their goals honestly, they grow more confident. And simple English is the best way to express this honesty.
I also want learners to practice talking about dreams in conversation. For example, if someone asks, "What is your dream?" how should they answer?
They can choose one idea and say, my dream is to help my family. Or, my dream is to speak English clearly. My dream is to be successful. My dream is to travel the world. These lines are direct and easy.
And if someone asks, "What do you want to do in the future?" they can answer with, "I want to learn more things. I want to grow in my job. I want to improve my life. I want to meet new people." Again, the sentences stay simple.
Yes, and practicing these lines with your own ideas is the best way to learn. When you talk about your real dreams, the words become stronger inside your mind. You remember them better.
I feel this is a very powerful topic for English learners. It teaches language, but it also teaches self-understanding.
Yes, because language is not only about grammar. It is about expressing your heart, your plans, and your dreams. And you can do all of that in simple English.
When learners talk about their dreams, they also build confidence. They speak more because they care about the topic.
Exactly. And when you speak more, you learn more. This is why goals and dreams are great topics for beginners. They give you something real to talk about.
This has been a very important discussion. Beginners need topics that feel personal and meaningful.
And simple English makes the learning journey easier. If learners use the patterns we shared today, they can talk about their future anytime. Thank you for learning with us today. We hope this talk helped you speak about your goals and dreams in simple English.
Remember, you do not need big words. You only need clear ideas and easy patterns.
Practice these sentences every day, even for a few minutes. Small steps make a big difference.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please like the video and subscribe to Casual English Talk.
And share your dream in the comments. We would love to read it.
Keep learning, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next episode.